Again, I am going through my videos, aiming at the video for configuring Apache, the vhost that does 443, that port for HTTPS connections. And I'll say it again, but that virtual host configuration file is the enabled site whenever I get connections from any browser. If the user tries to connect without HTTPS, the virtual host configuration file called port80.conf will take effect and redirect the user's browser to where it should be, which is to use HTTPS buscompanyx.com as the URL. So on my way to rediscovering the videos I made in the past, which relate to this configuration of my web server, I am documenting stuff along the way. And here is one thing I want to point out that I found. Okay, here's the port 443 virtual host. And recall that I'm doing IP-based virtual host files, not name-based. So the requests that come to this server whose IP is this, and if the request is to port 443, then this is the configuration which is relevant. What I want to point out here is these directives which specify what the Apache error log is going to be and the Apache access log is going to be for these requests coming in. So these two, and also there's another error log called error.log. That one is a general error log for Apache itself. So between those three error logs, that's where access to the server will be documented, the errors are documented, and in error.log, it will also document when the server was rebooted. So every time I restart Apache on the server, it's going to be documented in error.log. And on this line over here, I get to set the level of reporting that I would get to these log files. Now, regarding the log files, since now I have buscompaaccess.log being the access log file, the one called other vhostsaccess.log will really not be used much. I think the way the server distributes access information to these log files depends on the domain name that the user uses in the URL. And if somehow they get to my website using some odd domain name, okay, basically the server uses the domain name supplied by the user in the URL to distribute the access log information. So if they type buscompa.com, it'll go to this access log. If they type underdog zone, it'll go to one. Well, okay. See, I have mine configured to be underdog, as I'll show you. I have my access log named underdog access.log for the main vhost configuration file. And here it says combined. So what I think is going to happen is if the URL contains any one of these aliases, then the access information will go to underdog access.log. However, it may create, okay, the only other place that information could go would be in this one called other vhosts access.